Welcome back to the WHHI-TV Daily News. We are going to head over to the Veterans Memorial Park at Shelter Cove to get some highlights of Hilton Head's Remembrance Ceremony for 9/11.
Good morning. I'm Kevin Stout, retired Monmouth County Fire Marshal from New Jersey. And I'm here today at Hilton Head's Island's Fire Rescue 9/11 ceremony. The 9/11 attacks were the most defining moment in our generation. It's very important that we never allow people to forget the importance of this day, what it means to the people of America, what it meant to us in the New York City. Tunnel to Towers was formed after the tragic death of Stephen Siller. Stephen Siller was an FDNY firefighter who had just gotten off work that morning, the morning of the attacks. He was planning and heading to meet his brothers to play golf when he heard that the attack had begun. He immediately turned around and headed back towards the city to meet up with his members from his fire station. When he got to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, he realized that the tunnel was closed. He ended up taking all of his fire gear, running through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to get to where his other firefighters from his station were and to help them during that attack. Tragically, he lost his life that morning. From that point forward, his brother Frank established the Tunnel to Towers Stephen Siller Foundation.
So I'm Candice Taylor. I am the volunteer race director for the Tunnel to Tower Foundation here in the Lowcountry. Born and raised about a half hour north of Manhattan. Was on a plane on 9/11, actually pulled out of Newark at 8:30 that morning. And when it became the 20th anniversary of the attacks, I reached out to the Tunnel to Tower Foundation to find out how we can bring this event here to the Lowcountry. So here we are, 4 years later, and part of our mission, obviously, is while we have time, let us do good, but also to never forget. So we have a lot of different programs within the foundation, and one being with our mobile museum and teaching our younger generation across the country what 9/11 was all about, and so that we never forget. So our job here is not to only just put on events here and continue to raise money for those that we continue to lose, but also to bring in families across the Lowcountry and teach these children what 9/11 was all about, and to honor those that we've lost over the years. To date, the Tunnel to Tower Foundation has paid off about over 1,000 mortgages and made custom smart homes for those that are catastrophically injured. And we're honored to actually announce that we've actually paid off a Gold Star family here in the Lowcountry in Okatee, Katie Morton and her family, this past Memorial Day. And this year, our 4th annual Tunnel to Tower event is going to be in Rose Hill, November 17th, and that's at 8:30 that morning. And again, we always start with a ceremony to kind of honor, obviously, that tragic event of 9/11, but also to honor our local first responders and veterans, those that give the ultimate sacrifice.
Well, it was an honor to be here today to speak in front of the residents and the fire service and police here in Hilton Head. But it's very important that we always remember our first responders, our firemen, our policemen, because every day they are there for your safety.
And we at WHHI also thank our first responders and service members. And we'll be back in a moment, so don't go away.